everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is my very first dedicated Amazon video with all of the latest winter trends and designer looks for less. I'm going to be sharing my top 10 picks for Amazon designer bags, jewelry, shoes, and boots on a budget. They're not fakes, but the best lookalikes and designer inspired goods from Amazon. Think Loewe, Bottega Veneta, Hermes, Givenchy, Cartier, and Laurent dupes, with price comparisons so you can see just how much more affordable the alternatives are. And I'll pop all of the direct links to shop them below. That way you can wear the luxury winter fashion trends for less legally. I'm always a little unsure on whether to do video hauls like these, as people are quite divided on how they feel about dupes. Now, to be really clear, I am not talking fakes, which are illegal. I'm talking about inspired styles that don't have their name falsely on them. So they might look like the designer piece at first glance, but they have several differences, including not pretending to be them by putting their name or logo anywhere on them. And you'll know if you watch my channel, I love my actual designer brands and I don't have a problem splurging, but I am a very savvy shopper. So I'll splurge on classic styles I can wear for years or that have the logo or name on them, like my Chanel Deauville bag and jewelry, Hermes bracelet, Dior bags and slides. But I really don't want to waste money on seasonal trends that will go out of style quickly, and where an inspired style like these gold sculptural earrings will do just as well. I'm going to share each Amazon designer inspired piece with you, the comparisons to the designer version and the prices. So yes, the quality is rarely, if ever, going to be the same as a designer piece because the prices are just so different. But for something like these shoes that I'd only wear probably for one season and aren't going to be doing a ton of walking in, they're perfect. So starting with, these are what I was probably most excited to get my hands on, and they're the Laurent Lee slingback pumps inspired heels. They're $45.99 versus $1,200 for the Laurent heels. Now they come in this box and I've already had them open. They come with a spare heel cap. They come with a 4-foot insert to make them more comfortable. Let me just show you those. So those are really nice kind of padded inserts, which we all appreciate when we're wearing stiletto heels. So just a really nice attention to detail. Then each shoe comes in a dust bag as well. Now I'm super impressed by the quality and the fact that they came with those spare heel cap replacements. Both shoes are closed-toe slingback patent leather heels, but the Laurent heels are a slightly higher 4.3-inch version, which I really prefer because Amazon's 3.5-inch heels, they do offer a 4-inch version as well, just not in the burgundy, which is the color I really wanted as it's such a big color trend right now and it's perfect for winter. But looking at them, that heel looks a lot lower than 3.5 inches, and I just don't wear kitten heels or anything really under 4 inches as I just don't find them flattering on me. I'm too short and my legs are too muscular. Star is crashing around in the Amazon box if you're wondering what that rattling is. They both have a slightly square pointed toe and gold sculptural heel, but the buckle on the Amazon picture looks a lot smaller than on the actual style. The actual YSL pair looks a lot more chunky and exaggerated on the Laurent actual shoes, but these are actually better than the photo shows them to be. I also like that they have a rubber sole for a bit more grip, and the fact you can adjust the slingback for a better fit. Fit-wise, I would say they run pretty true to size, and lengthwise, they are quite wide and they are quite deep. So if you have shallow feet, they might be a little bit too big on the box for you. But otherwise, the fit is beautiful. The color of them is beautiful. The finish on them is beautiful. They're just a really lovely pair of shoes. And then buckle-wise, they are so much better in person than they look on the website. That buckle is a really nice statement piece on there. And if you're not looking for burgundy, this shoe does come in quite a few other colors, as well as that higher 4-inch heel option. I also found a Cartier bracelet dupe. Now the original Cartier Love bracelet classic model with 10 diamonds is $17,100 versus under $12 for the Amazon inspired style. Now the original Cartier bracelet is 18 karat yellow gold with 10 real diamonds versus the Amazon Cartier dupe, which is made from hypoallergenic surgical grade stainless steel and cubic zirconias. So obviously not the same quality. The original fastening system on the Cartier bracelet is 2 separate pieces with 2 functional screws. It comes with a screwdriver, but honestly that just seems like a real pain to get on and off all the time. Whereas this Amazon dupe is a one piece, not two. So it doesn't need a screwdriver, it doesn't come with one. And I just think that makes it so much easier to get on and off. And I think it looks way more expensive than it actually is. It comes in a few sizes, but the small works perfectly for my wrists. Now, I actually loved it so much, I got it in the silver too to be able to stack them. I just think this is a really good Amazon find, and it does come in a little gift box if you wanted to gift it for someone or use it as a stocking filler. This Bottega inspired Andiamo bag is $79.99 versus the $5,500 Bottega Andiamo bag. Now, this Bottega inspired bag is what they call soft PU leather versus Bottega's bag being made from lambskin. When I first felt it, I thought it might feel a bit plasticky, but it doesn't. It's actually super soft, and I think it's just amazing quality for the price point. It's way better than I was expecting. The other thing I'm really impressed with the dupe is that it's actually 100% hand woven by artisans. So for this price point, I think that's a really nice factor. Dimension wise, it's the same 12.6 inch width, but the inspired Bottega bag is almost an inch deeper and 0.4 inches shorter. It is smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's definitely more of kind of your everyday bag, but I'm not good with dimensions. I was really hoping it'd be more like a carry-on bag. So I should have ordered the bigger size, but I don't think I'm going to bother exchanging it as I already have so many bags. I think this might hit the return pile. Although in saying that, the more I'm holding it and filling it, the more I don't want to return it. So both of these have a magnetic snap closure. They have this top handle and they have the shoulder strap and this bow detail. However, the Amazon inspired bag has one zipper pocket and one slip pocket inside versus a Bottega Andiamo bag, which has one zipper pocket and two open pockets. And it's something you can put on the plain floor without being precious about. I like that they put the stuffing in here. I love bag stuffers. I keep them for all my bags for display to keep their shape, because I hate it when bags go all floppy and lose their shape. I want to show you close-ups of the inside I was talking about and the shoulder strap. So this is the shoulder strap, and even that is woven, which is a really, really lovely detail. The bow detailing is actually a chain, so you can actually undo that and fasten that. I don't know why you want to do that, but that it does it. This is a magnetic fastening I was talking about. I think that's one of the reasons I'm not going to bother changing it for a travel bag, because for a travel bag, I really want a zipper, because I'm worried otherwise if I have to store it on the overhead bin, if it falls over, everything's going to fall out. So it's actually pretty easy to kind of keep really organized with this bag. I think it's such a stunning bag for the price point. So these are Amazon's Givenchy inspired shark clock boots. Now they're both a fold over slip-on style of knee-high boots. They're both black, but the materials are very different. So the Amazon pair, they're $66.99. They are PU leather versus Givenchy's shark clock boots being real calfskin leather. And you can feel it and see it in the quality. These are one of these boots I think would be fine for a night out, for a distance, in photos, but close up, you can kind of see that they do look a little bit cheap and plasticky. They don't look like the luxurious Givenchy style. In saying that though, one of the things that is good about these is the sole on them. They do have a nice rubber, durable sole on them. When it comes to the heel height, the Givenchy versus the Amazon Givenchy inspired style, I want to show you this actually because you can't really see it on their website. It is a wedge. One is 3.5 inches, one is 4 inches. So not a big difference in the heel height, but it is an actual wedge on there, which when the fold over style is down, you can hardly see. It almost looks like a flat boot. So I kind of like that hidden wedge aspect. Both the Givenchy and the Amazon boots both have this classic almond style, which I just think is such a lovely style that won't go out of style. There is also a difference on the locks on the Amazon boots versus the Givenchy boots. So on the Amazon boots, both of the padlocks are exactly the same. They are both gold. On the Givenchy boots, the metal clasp and 4G padlock on the right side have a silvery finish. And then on the left one, it has a golden and silvery finish Givenchy padlock. So they are different. I kind of like the fact that these are both the same because I kind of feel like the Givenchy ones almost look like you have two odd boots on. They don't necessarily look like a pair. Another difference is that the Amazon ones have a zip on them. They're not just a slip-on style, so you can get your feet in and out of them really easily. I'm only going to put one boot on for you, sorry, because I just had ingrown toenail surgery on my left foot, so I'm not allowed to wear closed-toe shoes on that one yet. So when I have them on, they're actually really, really comfortable. I would suggest sizing down half a size to a fuller size because they do feel a bit big on me, maybe because it's just because I'm wearing tights and not thick socks. So maybe order a couple of sizes. It's free shipping, free returns. I think from the outside, they look really good. They're obviously not Givenchy boots, but I do feel like they're a very good inspired style. I think it's really cute. They do kind of get a bit slouchy in the middle. They're not necessarily a structured style because the PU leather is so soft, but I think the padlock is really, really pretty. The inside kind of doesn't look as sleek as the outside. This is where it kind of looks a bit cheaper, but for the price point for one season, I think these are a brilliant dupe. I did discover you don't need to undo the zipper to get these on. They do still slip on and off. Gold sculptural earrings are still very much in style, and I'm sure you've seen Loewe's anagram earrings. They're the beautiful gold anagram earrings. They're square, they're really, really cool. They're quite chunky, they're modern, they're fresh. Amazon does a really nice Loewe inspired style. Obviously, the Amazon dupes aren't 24 karat gold like the Loewe ones are. They are gold plated. I'm going to put them in front of this black background so you can see them. And then it isn't the exact logo on there, but you wouldn't want that because that would make them a fake. It is still a very pretty design on there. It doesn't say Loewe anywhere, but it does have a very, very similar detailing even on the sides there. They're gorgeous. And they're quite lightweight, so I don't feel like they're going to weigh your ears down too much. And the backings are kind of cool as well with the shape of those. So let me just pop those on. The backings are actually really cool. They go on really nice and flat. Okay, let me give you a close-up. So the detailing on them is really, really lovely. So I feel like this style is really, really pretty. I think it's great for the holidays and the winter, but I feel like it will date quite quickly, which is why I think the Amazon Loewe inspired style will be kind of the best way to go with these this season. I don't know if I want to splurge on the actual 24 karat gold ones. Next up is an Hermes inspired ring, again from Amazon. Everything in here is from Amazon, and it's supposed to look like their silver chain ring. I have Hermes chain donk flip-flops and their headband. I don't have their jewelry, and this is such a good price if you're looking for a simple silver ring. I'm going to pop that on there, and I think it's obviously not as good quality. It's quite thin, but I think it is a really good, let me take that off so you're not confused with that one. It is such a good dupe, and it's such a good summery ring. It's also a classic style. A lot of these styles like the Givenchy sharp clock boots are very kind of, I think they're going to date very, very quickly. They're almost too trendy versus something like this, which is a classic, which you could wear year after year. So I wouldn't necessarily have a problem spending for the actual Hermes ring because it won't date. But if you are looking for a more affordable style, check this one out on Amazon. I find the sizing runs true to size on this style as well. And this still is a sterling silver ring, so hopefully it won't tarnish on you either. Another Amazon Hermes inspired style, and it's the Hermes inspired Epsom Kelly belt. It is still made of real leather. It's not going to be the same lovely leather as your Hermes, but it does come in a ton of different colors. It has the beautiful hardware on there with the screws. It's still adjustable. I think it's such a good value for money. It doesn't have Hermes written anywhere on it. It doesn't come in a Hermes box or bags. It is purely an inspired style, but I think it is a very, very good dupe, and I just love that lock style. I actually have it in black and red as well because I have a few different bags this will go with. So the Amazon belt is under $16 versus the Hermes belt being nearly $1,400. So it's up to you whether you decide to splurge or save, but I do think it is such a good style that, I mean, when I'm paying this much, it was fun just to be able to get it in a few different colors. And really no one, unless they really know or own the belt themselves, is going to be able to tell the difference. Another Hermes dupe, and it's the Amazon Hermes Oran sandals dupe. Now, the Amazon sandals and Hermes Oran sandals look very similar to look at, besides not having the name. And I've actually reviewed both the real Hermes sandals and the dupes before because they are so similar. They're both made of leather. Okay, the Hermes leather might be slightly superior, but you would expect so with the price. They have the same contrasting sole and H cutout shape, but the Amazon Hermes inspired sandals just don't have the contrast stitching. It's the same color. Now I'm embarrassed to show you mine because they are so worn out. I've had them for 3 years and they're so durable and versatile. The sole is still really nice and squishy too. I just need a new pair as I've worn them so much to the beach, pool, and with self-tanner. So they're a little worn and discolored, but I've had so much wear out of them and they're such a good price. I'm tempted to get them in a few more colors this time. Now these Bottega inspired earrings are probably one of my most worn earrings this last year. They are very much like the yellow gold Bottega Veneta small drop earrings. Obviously, Bottega Veneta isn't written anywhere on there, but they're both 18 karat gold. It's just the price that is incredibly different. One of the things I really like about these is that they are lightweight. They look like they would be very, very heavy, and they're not. And I just think they're such a modern, fresh pair of earrings that I didn't want to pay full price for, because it's not like there's a logo or a designer name on them. They are a very simple earring, and I think just the Amazon dupe will really do just as well for you. One of the main differences with these earrings is the material, which you would expect for the price. So while I said they were both 18 karat gold, these Amazon ones are 18 karat gold plated, while the Bottega Veneta are 18 karat gold finished sterling silver. But for the price point and for the aesthetic, they both still look like yellow gold. This silver clutch from Amazon is inspired by the Cult Gaia Del Caldera clutch. Now, the Cult Gaia bag is $598 versus $35.99 for the Amazon dupe. Now, they are one main compartment bags. There's not lots of pockets in them. Both are silver, although the Amazon does come in more colors. The Cult Gaia bag has a top-class closure with really pretty kind of crystal detailing versus the Amazon one just being a plain silver. One of the things some of the Amazon reviews mention is it can be hard to open to begin with, and I had that issue. I was trying to use this top thing and I just got to open them. But if you can't, just stick your finger in there and push it open from that until this kind of loosens up a bit for you. And this is the inside I was talking about. There's not even a card slot in there. It's just your basic interior. They do have very similar dimensions, but the materials are quite a bit different. Quality-wise, I think for the price point, it's fair. It does feel and sound very plasticky, but from a distance, I think it looks very similar to the Cult Gaia silver tone hammered hard plastic exterior. That one has a felt fabric lining, which feels more luxe, versus the Amazon's inspired style being acrylic and then metal with a satin interior. It doesn't feel luxe satin. It feels very basic. The Cult Gaia bag is surprisingly made in China, which isn't what I'd expect for a luxury brand. I'm not sure where the Amazon is made, but it does still feel pretty cheap. It feels like a fast fashion bag, but I think for one season, for the winter, it'd be brilliant. And what I like about the Amazon dupe is that it does also have a detachable chain that the Cult Gaia clutch bag doesn't. So that way, in case you want to wear it as a crossbody bag or a shoulder bag, you can. Is it worth it? I think sometimes in my reviews, I might confuse you because I'm not the hype girl. I'm very, very realistic. I try and give you the pros and the cons, the good with the bad, so you're never disappointed in what you get. So for $35.99 for a Cult Gaia inspired bag, I think it's beautiful. I think it's going to photograph really well. I don't think many people will know, especially as I feel like it's an evening bag that you're going to be using in more kind of low lit circumstances anyway. I just think it's a really fun clutch. Just don't expect it to have the same luxury feel as a designer brand. So the pieces I'm keeping or returning from the Amazon haul, I'm going to keep the Hermes inspired sandals and belt, the gold earrings, and the Cartier inspired love bracelets, because I know I'll get so much wear out of them and they won't date. I am returning the Loewe style earrings as I already have so many gold earrings, even though I love them. I'm going to return the boots because they're way too big, and the bag because I really should have ordered the bigger size, and I'm not going to exchange it just because it doesn't have a top zipper. And if I was going to use this bag, it would be one I use as a carry-on. And I already have so many other bags. That's the reason I'm not keeping that Cult Gaia inspired clutch as well, because I have so many gold, silver, and metallic sparkly bags. Let me know your favorites in the comments below and what lookalike products you want to see in my next Amazon haul or video like this. And also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it when it drops. Also, don't forget to click on the join button to see what the membership channel is all about, and so I can help you find pieces directly during our live stream chats. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.